Have you ever had a responsibility that you've just put off? Remember that video I did where I tested all of the paints that we sell? These have not been cleaned since then. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to properly clean and care for your brushes. And to show you how to clean these brushes, as if I am one to talk, I've got all the products I need laid out here. This brush here has some Vallejo acrylic paint on it. And this one has Mr. Color lacquer on it. Now, you can't clean acrylic and lacquer with the same thing, so I need two different products to demonstrate here. For the acrylic, I've got Vallejo brush cleaner, and for the lacquer, I've got Tamiya airbrush cleaner. Now, in terms of Vallejo, even though it is a water-based acrylic, and it's okay to thin it with regular water, cleaning it, you would need a designated cleaner. And then once that is all done, I will show you how to, let's say, condition the brush with some brush soap. And then once it's all done, to help the brush, like, protect it from flaying, I've got some Tamiya brush conditioning fluid. But I will show you all that in good time. So what I like to do, so I don't waste all my product in one go, is take a pipette or an eyedropper, take some of the product, and get yourself a little cup. Since this is acrylic, you can use plastic. And place some of that in there. And then for the airbrush cleaner, the same thing, except you've got to use glass in that case. You use plastic, it's just going to melt right through it. Also, you're probably better to use an eyedropper with this, as a plastic pipette will also probably melt as well. And so I've got my cleaning solutions ready. So this first part couldn't be any easier. I'm going to take this brush that totally did not change colors. You must have seen things. And dip it into the cleaning solution. Wipe off that mess. And what you need to do when you're dipping it in, try not to dip it past this end where the bristles stop, as just behind that is the adhesive that holds the bristles onto the brush, and if that gets too wet, over time the glue will just disintegrate and the bristles will start falling out. You don't want brush pattern baldness. And depending, of course, on how bad of a condition you left your brush in, you may need to do this a few times to make sure it's as clean as possible. So that's about as good as I'll get it for now, as since these bristles were white and red is a very stubborn color when it comes to staining, that's as good as it's gonna get. Now for the lacquer one, nothing different really, just working with a different solution. A little bit more. Yeah, that Tamiya airbrush cleaner will literally clean anything. If you've got a clogged toilet, you could probably pour some down there and that'll fix it right up. Alright, I'd say that looks good too. Alright, next step. With the brushes cleaned, you want to grab some Tim Hortons and get something to eat. Focus. Okay, what you will really want to do is get your brush soap with a little bit of water. Pop it open. Dip your brush in some water. Don't wipe it off. And just swirl it around in your brush soap. Whatever the cleaning solution didn't quite get off, the brush soap will. So we've got it a nice lather now. And we'll just clean off the excess. No, not in the coffee. And basically the same process with the lacquer paint. And there you go. Your brush is now nice, soft, and usable again. So we're done. Oh wait, there's more. If you'll notice, all that vigorous scrubbing made the brushes a little frayed, and doing this multiple times over and over is going to make it even worse. And painting with a frayed brush is no bueno. So, after our cleansing, to ensure that our brush retains its shape, especially if it's a pointy one, get some brush conditioning fluid. A few brands make this, I believe, but you know Tamiya, they're always the best of everything. So take your brush, swirl it around in there a little bit, and gently wipe it off. You don't really want to completely wipe it off. Now what this does is it acts like a mild adhesive for your brush. Strong enough to keep the bristles all together, but not strong enough to make it all stiff and worn out. Same thing with the other one. lightly brush it off. Don't take all the product off. Wow, were these the same brushes I ruined? Good day's work. I'll clean these eventually. In conclusion, it's really as simple as that. As long as you're not a procrastinator and you clean your brushes after every painting session, you won't have any problems. And don't forget that you can find these cleaning products at Sunward Hobbies in store or online. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on our socials, and until the next one, adios. You're going to make me clean those right now, aren't you?